Probably someone coming to get out the letter.
Give me time to get out.
Let me help you. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
Oh, are you from out of town?
Oh yeah, we are all the way from Bangkok. We have come for relative ordinal ceremony, my husband and I. Oh, this poor little bird is such a tiny case. It's much too small to keep a canary in.
Oh no, it isn't like canary.
No, it's that.
Oh, Vincent is out there, really dying on the street. I'm afraid he will meet the parrot. The parrot come by here, doesn't it?
Yes, unfortunately it does.
I noticed your sign at the door. Is it true that you have one of Lord Byron love letter?
Yes.
Oh, how interesting. How did you get it?
It was written to my grandmother, Irene Marguerite de Bourdon,
Oh, how very interesting. Where did she meet Lord Byron?
on the step of a Acropolis in Athens.
Oh my god, how very, very interesting. I didn't know that Lord Byron was in Greece.
Well, Lord Byron spent his final turbulent life in Greece.
He was exiled from England.
Yes, he went to voluntary exile from England.
Because of scandalous gossip in the region court.
Yes, involving his half-sister.
It was not completely.
It was never confirmed.
He was a passionate man, but not an heavy man.
Morals are such in business matters, I think.
Won't the lady behind the curtain come in?
Oh no, she preferred to stay out.
Ah, I see. What's what Lord Byron doing in Greece, may I ask?
Yes.
Fighting for freedom.
Yes, he was fighting. He joined the force to fight against the infidels.
He gave his life in defense of the universal cause of freedom.
What did she say?
He gave his life for the universal cause of freedom.
Oh, very interesting.
Also, he swam the Hellespont
Yes,
and burned the body of the boy Shirley, who was drowned in a storm on the Mediterranean with a volume of keys in his pocket.
Pardon?
and he burned the body of the poet Shelley, who was drowned in a storm on the Mediterranean, full of keys in his pocket.
Oh, very, very interesting. I want so much to help my husband here. Do you mind if I step out for a moment to call him in?
Yes, please do.
Watch them carefully. Keep a sharp eye on them.
Yes, be still.
Winston! 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 Winston, sit down on the sofa. These ladies are going to show us of Lord Byron love letter.
Shall I proceed?
Oh, this is my husband, Mr. Trudiller.
Oh, how do you do?
I'm Mrs. Trudiller.
Yes, please keep your seat.
Oh, thank you so much. He's been celebrating little.
Ask him please to be careful with his cigar. Smoking is such an unnecessary habit.
This lady was telling us how her grandmother helped them to meet Lord Byron in Italy, wasn't it?
No.
In Greece, in Athens, on the step of the Acropolis, we mentioned that twice. I believe Ariane, you may read them a passage from the journal first.
Yes.
But please be careful what you choose to read.
Like many young American girls of that day, my grandmother went to Europe.
The year before, she was going to represent to society.
How old was she?
16, very 16. She was very beautiful too. Please show her the picture. Show these people the picture. It's in the front of the journal.
You see, was a lovely young girl. You don't think it resembled Amy a little?
Watch out, Ariel. You have to watch that man. I believe he's been drinking. I don't believe that he's being.
Yeah, what is he saying back there?
Mister, be quiet.
Near the end of her tour, my grandmother and my aunt went to Greece to study the European civilization.
The oldest European civilization.
Yes, it was early morning of the April of the year 1800 and
27.
yes, in my journals, my grandmother's journals, she mentioned that.
Read it, read it, read it.
Yes, read it to us.
I'm trying to find a place. If you just be patient.
Certainly, excuse me.
Ah, here it is.
Be careful, remember where to stop at area.
We set out early that morning to inspect the ruins of the Acropolis. I know I shall never forget how extraordinary pure the atmosphere was that morning. It seemed as though the world was not very old, but very, very young. Almost as though the world had been newly created. There was a taste of earthiness in the air, a feeling of freshness exhilarating my senses, exhaling my spirit. How shall I tell you, dear diary, the way the sky looked? It was almost as though I had moistened the tip of my pen in a shallow bowl full of milk. So delicate was the blue in the dome of the heavens. The sun was barely up yet. A tentative breeze disturbed the ends of my scarf, the plumes of the marvelous hats which I had bought in Paris, and thrilled me with pride whenever I saw them reflected. The papers that morning we read them over our coffee before we left the hotel had spoken of possible war, but it seems unlikely, unreal. Nothing was real. Indeed, but the spell of golden indigo, the rose-colored romance that breathes from these fabulous cities.
Skip that part. Get on to where she needs you.
Yes. Out of the tongues of ancients, the lyrical voice of many long ago poets who dream of the world of ideals, who had in their heart and pure and absolute image.
Skip that part. Slip down to where.
Yes, here. Do let us manage without any more interruptions. The carriage came to a halt at the foot of the hill, and my aunt, not being too well,
She had a sore throat that morning.
preferred to remain with the driver while I undertook the rather steep climb on foot. As I ascended the long and crumbling flight of old stone steps.
Yes, yes. That's the place. Go on, area.
I could not help observing continually above me a man who walked with a very perceptible limp.
Yes, Lord Byron.
And as he turned now and then to observe beneath him the lovely panorama,
Actually, he was watching the girl behind him.
will you please let me finish? I was irresistibly impressed by the unusual nobility and refinement of his features,
The handsomest man that ever walked the earth.
the strength and grace of his throat, like that of a statue. The classic outlines of his profile, the sensitive lips and slightly dilated nostrils, the dark lock of hair that fell down over his forehead in such a way that
Skip that. It goes on for pace.
when he had reached the very summit of the Acropolis, he spread out his arm in great, magnificent gesture, like a young god. Now, thought I to myself, Apollo has come to earth in modern dress.
Go on. Skip that. Get on to where she meets him.
Fearing to interrupt his poetic trance, I slackened my pace and pretended to watch the view. I kept my look thus carefully averted until the narrowness of the steps compelled me to move close by him.
Of course. He pretended not to see she was coming.
Then I finally faced him.
Yes,
Our eyes came together.
yes. That's the part.
A thing which I don't understand had occurred between us. A flash as of recognition swept through my whole being, suffused my...
Yes. That's the part.
Pardon me, he exclaimed. You have dropped your glove, and indeed to my surprise, I found that I had. And as he returned it to me, his fingers ever so slightly pressed the cup of my palm.
Yes.
Believe me, dear Diary, I became quite faint and breathless. I almost wondered if I could continue my lonely walk through the ruins. Perhaps I stumbled. Perhaps I swayed a little. I leaned for a moment against the side of a column. The sun seemed terribly brilliant. It hurt my eyes. Close behind me, I heard that voice again. Almost it seemed I could feel his breath on my...
Stop there. That will be quite enough.
Oh, is that all?
There's a great deal more. That's not to be read to people.
Oh.
I'm sorry that I will show you the letter.
How nice! I'm dying to see this. Mister, this is that?
Here.
Watch out. That woman can't open the letters.
Oh, no. The content is strictly private. But I show you this distance so you can see.
Not too close. She holding up her glasses.
Only a short while later, Lord Byron was killed.
How did he die?
He was killed in action, defending the cause of freedom.
When my grandmother heard that he was killed in battle, she retired from the world and remained in seclusion for the rest of her life.
How dare you? I think that's what foolish of her.
No, you don't understand. When a life is completed, it ought to be put away. It's like a sonnet. When you finish the final couplet, why go any further? It will be ruin all of the written.
Read them the poem, the sonnet your grandmother wrote to the memory of Lord Byron.
Would you be interested?
Read a story, truly.
It's called Enchantment. En saison enchanté, I mused, beguiled, seeing time herself, her earnest errant ways. Briefly forgotten, she stayed here and smiled, caught in the net of blue and golden days.
Not blue and gold and azure days.
Caught in the net of gold and azure days. But I lack wit to see how lightly should were time and you to vibrancy so used, that by the touch of one October moon, from summer's tranquil spell you might be loose. Think you love is writ on my soul with chalk, to be washed off by a few parting tears. Then you know not with what slow step I walk, the barren way of those hibernal years. My life I'll vanish into a shell, whose walls are your first kiss and last farewell.
What's that? What's that? The power? The power?
Come on, Mama, you made it.
Wait! We usually say, just small sum of money, just anything you can spare. Wait! Please, 100 baht.
50 baht.
Oh my goodness! He disappeared in the crowd.
Reset! Excuse me! Wait! We usually accept a small sum of money. As a matter of fact, that's all we have to live on.
100 baht.
Reset! Oh my goodness! Let's take this off again. Have a really day. Goodbye.